Hello everyone, and welcome to Wars of Kings, your go-to channel for the most epic historical clashes led by monarchs from all over the world. Today, we're diving into a battle that didn't just decide the fate of a throne, but redrew the map of an entire nation. Get ready to travel back to the year 1066. The stage is set in England. King Edward the Confessor has died without an heir, leaving a power vacuum that three powerful men are desperate to fill. First, there's Harold Godwinson, the most powerful earl in England, chosen by the English council to be king. Then, across the North Sea, we have Harald Hardrada, the fearsome Viking king of Norway, who believes he has a claim through an old agreement. And finally, in Normandy, Duke William, later known as the Conqueror, claims the throne was promised to him by King Edward himself. The first move comes from the north. Harald Hardrada, alongside Harold Godwinson's exiled brother Tostig, lands his massive Viking army in northern England. King Harold Godwinson, newly crowned, has to march his forces north at an incredible speed. The two armies clash at the Battle of Stamford Bridge. In a stunning and brutal fight, the English army achieves a decisive victory. Both Hardrada and Tostig are killed, and the Viking invasion is utterly crushed. It was a glorious moment for King Harold, but his celebration would be short-lived. Just days after his victory, Harold receives terrible news. William of Normandy has landed his army on the southern coast of England. Exhausted from their northern campaign, Harold and his men have no choice but to turn around and march all the way back down south. This grueling journey would set the stage for one of the most famous battles in history. On October 14th, 1066, the armies of Harold Godwinson and William the Conqueror met near a small town called Hastings. The English, on foot, formed a formidable shield wall on top of a hill, a nearly impenetrable defense. William's army, a mix of archers, infantry, and his elite knights on horseback, faced an uphill struggle. For hours, the Norman attacks were repelled. The shield wall held strong. William's genius, however, came from a clever tactic. He ordered his knights to pretend to retreat. Seeing their enemies flee, some of the less disciplined English soldiers broke from their shield wall and charged down the hill in pursuit. It was a trap. The Norman knights turned around and easily cut down the exposed English soldiers. They repeated this tactic multiple times, slowly chipping away at the English defenses. The battle raged all day, a bloody and exhausting affair. The turning point came late in the afternoon. Legend says King Harold Godwinson was struck in the eye by a stray arrow and then cut down by Norman knights. With their king dead, the English resistance crumbled. William had won. The Battle of Hastings was more than just a victory. It was the beginning of a new era. William the Conqueror was crowned King of England on Christmas Day, 1066. This Norman conquest brought a new ruling class, a new language, French, which blended with Old English, and a new system of governance that would shape England for centuries to come. The world we know today was forged in the fire of that single fateful day. What do you think? Could Harold have won if he had rested his army? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the Wars of Kings. See you next time.